Hey guys, TheCubedude here. Today I have an unboxing from TheCubicle. Alright, so it's really been a while since I've ordered any new 3x3s and there's a ton of new things on the market. So I decided to finally cave in and get the GAN356X as well as the MF3RS3M. Kind of like a license plate, a lot of letters there. But this right here is a $15 fully magnetic cube. I'm really excited to get into it. And this one's more along the lines of $60 to $65, so I guess we can also sort of see if you really need to spend that much money to get a good magnetic cube, or just spend only 15 bucks and get a really good one as well. So I'm going to go ahead and first just get into the MF3RS3M. Alright, so my current main happens to be a stickerless cube, and for anyone who doesn't know, I'm colorblind, so I usually have a lot of issues with stickerless cubes. I have had some issues with this, but I really like this cube. I absolutely love it. So I'm really hoping to get a new main out of this one or the GAN356X, because I really want to jump back to a black cube so I don't have any issues with the whole color blindness thing. I always get the green and orange mixed up. So sometimes I'll swap these two edges or I'll have that flipped. It's kind of annoying at times, but that's why both of these cubes are going to be black. And so once again, I'm really hoping to get a new main out of this video. So let's go ahead and just do first turns. So this cube, it feels very dry. I don't think there's any lube in here. And along with that, it's very fast. I'm definitely gonna have to put some pretty thick lube in here to actually slow it down a little bit. So I was recently speaking with my friend Ant, who also happened to get this on YouTube. He's the TheCubicle. Him and his girlfriend both make videos. Go ahead and check them out. I have a link to their channel down in the description. But he also got this recently and told me the exact same thing. It's very fast out of the box, and he had to slow it down with some thicker lube. So if you're the type of person that really likes fast cubes, this is the cube for you. It's pretty cheap, it's magnetic, it turns very well so far. I'm definitely going to have to add some lube into it, and I'll do that before the end of this video. But my first impressions are pretty good if you do like fast cubes. I'm not particularly fond of them. I remember, so I started cubing in 2013, and when I started cubing, cubes were typically no more than $20, and then GAN started coming out with some cubes that were around $20 to $30, and people were going nuts over that. Now with magnets, things are so expensive, and so it's kind of hard to keep up with all these cubes, but it's nice that some companies are actually coming out with the cheaper magnetic options for those who can't afford to get a $60 3x3. These cubes typically will come with one of these guides. I think GAN is one of the thickest guides that has the most algs. It's pretty big. Goes over a lot of stuff. So if anyone ever wants a list of all the OLL, PLL, and F2L algs, this is definitely the cube to get if you want to get a whole entire list of those. Here, another thing I appreciate, it tells you how to change the nuts as well as the magnets on the cube, just in case you aren't too familiar with that. This is actually my first GAN puzzle that's going to have interchangeable magnets. I've seen the nuts before, I haven't really messed with them too much, and it comes with the little tensioning tool right there. And so I'm pretty excited to sort of test out all these magnets. It's really easy to pop them in and take them out. I've messed with a couple of them, a couple GAN cubes with these replaceable magnets before, but this is the first one that I've actually purchased myself. So let's jump straight into the cube. Now, I have been a fan of GAN cubes since the very first GAN 3x3, and now it's pretty insane to see exactly how far they've come since that very first cube with the octopus core. It was a very flimsy cube. It felt like it was going to break, but I've been with GAN for quite a while. I've gone back to Moyu, I've gone back and forth between my mains, but really hoping that this one works out. And so let's go ahead and do first turns. So I did have very high hopes for this cube, and so far I'm loving it. I will definitely look into having this become my new main. I did order stickers just for this cube because I had high hopes for it, so I have those coming in another package. So I will be changing them to my normal color scheme. So I really like the strength of the magnets here. It's not too light, not too strong, pretty much just right. And it's very, very smooth. It's not nearly as dry as the other 3x3, the MF3RS3M. It's also not too fast. This is like the perfect speed for me. Let's go ahead and do a solve on the GAN356X. Alright, I really like that cube. I'm definitely going to be messing with this over the next couple weeks. I'll probably use it at my next comp. So far, I do prefer the GAN356X a little bit more than the MF3RS3. The magnet strength is just right for me. It's not too fast, not too slow. It's pretty much the ideal 3x3 for me. So I'm really looking forward to getting those new stickers and doing a lot of averages on this. I'm going to go ahead and just put some lube in it and see if I can slow it down a little bit, maybe mess with the tensions as well, and see if I can get this to be just as good as this one. Alright, so I've gone ahead and put some lube in here. I don't really have any really thick lube, so I wasn't able to successfully slow this cube down. But one thing I also wanted to just go over on both of them is the corner cutting. These can both comfortably do 45 degrees and then line to line for reverse corner cutting. Pretty much the same, a little bit easier to do the 45 or a little bit more on the GAN. A little bit more of an effortless turn, and then line to line reverse corner cutting as well. So if you're the type of person who is pretty confident in your ability to actually slow down cubes due to some thicker lube, I would definitely recommend the MF3RS3. This is a quarter of the price of the GAN, but if you're looking for a very high quality cube that's fantastic out of the box, not too fast, not too slow, I might actually recommend investing $60 into one of these things. There's a lot of work that goes into making these cubes as good as they are, and I'll definitely be making this my new main once I get some new stickers for it. If anybody's interested in getting either of these cubes, I'll have links to it down in the description at TheCubicle.com. If you guys want 5% off these orders, as well as any other order you guys make on their website, use discount code tehcubedude for 5% off. If you guys enjoyed that video, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell next to it to be notified of all my future videos. I hope you all enjoyed, hope you're all having a great 2019 so far, and thanks for watching.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.